everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. It's the home of the Cavaliers. We're in Cleveland, Ohio. And, of course, Kevin McHale. Many wonder how they'll do without him. Well, we'll soon find out.
And as shocked as people are that they would trade away a player of his caliber, they didn't just let him go for nothing. I mean, they got a lot in return. I think it's a deal that's going to really help them down the road.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
At the line for Cleveland.
Watching Kawhi enter the league as a lockdown defender and now become an all-around champion. Boy, what a career he has had.
Both shots good from the stripe. Like we know these teams among the best defensive squads in the NBA. This figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
Now, here's Banchero. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Stolen by Roy. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Donaldson. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kenny Atkinson and I got a chance to talk for just a bit. Now the obvious concern is Nikola Jokic, particularly as a playmaker. Coach told me if Jokic goes off for 40 himself, we can still win if we hold his teammates down. But that's tough when he's hitting those guys in their favorite spots. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Pass to Donaldson. And stolen by Wembanyama. Richardson right side. Wembanyama outside. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And there's the drive. No good from Maravich. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Roy. And Brandon Roy with the slam.
And once Roy takes that first step, the defense knows trouble is on the way, and then he's just able to slice right through them.
Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Lanier. Cavaliers trailing. Here's Leonard. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard has found so many ways to score. He can slip around you with his length. He can go through you with his strength. This guy's so tough to guard.
Richardson, good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Maravich. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And that one's good. Leonard.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Pass to Wembanyama. Play with it. Here's the three. Nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
Roy's got 5 now.
They trust Roy at the arc because he's pretty selective. He takes the shots he believes he can make.
Outside, Maravich. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here's Banchero. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Outside Roy. The tray. That's miss number 3 for him. Now 2 for 5 from the floor. The Cavaliers trailed by 3. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
It's his first trip to the line. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instant.
6 to shoot. A 3 from Wembanyama. Tries again. And Jokic lays it up and in.
Oh, great effort. They're fighting for that loose ball. Joker continues to attack the offensive glass.
From 10 feet out, Sengun with the bucket.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Miller outside. Pass to Jokic. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Jokic just got his second basket of the night.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Well, Heat leading by 5. Roy, that's a 2-pointer. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And this kid is just a natural-born scorer. Banchero can post you up, face you up, and also beat you in transition.
Wasted no time on that one.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
Here's McDyess. That one, no good. Nice defense from Wallace. Here's Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
Here's Richardson. Paolo Banchero making his last shot. Roy goes in. And Brandon Roy with the slam.
Man, Roy can fly.
Back to Doherty. And finished off by Doherty.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Roy gets the bucket.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Heat lead by... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Miami.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. Pass to Sengun.
Miami foul. Warriors. His first team foul.
Now McDyess hasn't made one yet. And the three ball is good.
A work in progress for the big man. When Sengun is hitting from the outside, this offense becomes dangerous.
And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. They got some big dough.
Is it ever? It remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
Sampson pulls it in.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Patty for three.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Doherty. And here is Sengun. There's the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Petty's got it. And Wallace slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And Brad Doherty with the slam.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Miami leading by 7. Richardson outside. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Sampson. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Halliburton. Got a piece of it.
A really smart defender. Battier positions himself really good there for the block.
Brandon Roy.
Pass to McDyess. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Miami with the ball. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Richardson outside. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That is his first foul of the game. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Patty outside. Just 5 on the clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And Greg, you think about what they call float games. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Yeah, and Francis, he's an athletic point guard, plays with tremendous confidence, and really knows how to motivate his teammates.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Good on both. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Here's Maravich, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
On the wing, Brandon Roy. And again, it's the Heat missing.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Pass to Francis. And he dunks it down.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Picked his pocket. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Out to Wallace.
Well, that's his second foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Let's give a huge Cleveland welcome to the
.37 left in the first half. Three-pointer. Cavaliers with the rebound. To the inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Lanier's one of the most graceful big men to ever play this game. From his post moves to his outside shot to his defending. Everything about Lanier is fluid.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
And when we talk about players with great upside, Doris Derek Lively is one of the first to come up.
There's no question about that. This young man has great length and athleticism. He's adding strength every single day. Eventually, he's going to have some go-to moves offensively. But right now, rim runner, rim protector of the highest standard, and plays beyond his years.
Pass to Jokic. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here's Maravich. And he comes up with the deuce. Maravich has got 6.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Wembanyama outside. Clock at 6. Leonard with the steal. Leonard down the lane. And the layup's good off the glass. Leonard's got 4 this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And so it's the Miami Heat with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll get you back to the action after this break. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. The Heat leading by 4. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
A willingness to get physical. Roy takes the hit and still gets off the shot.
Roy hits them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Inside. Here's Lively. Kept alive. And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul. Pass to Lanier. And finished off by Lively.
This is why you let Lively go to work inside. Such an exceptional athlete.
Now Jokic. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Leonard. Rebounded by Battier. The Heat with the lead. Here's Roy. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Roy's got 4 points this quarter.
He just makes scoring look so effortless. It's why you love watching Roy play the game.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Roy from outside. It's good from long range. Roy's got 19 points.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Outside Leonard.
For what? For Madden? 2 more.
Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a
Wow,
great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Here's Roy. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Yeah, never shy about mixing it up inside. Roy, a great
Able to pay him.
A 3 from Leonard. Maravich with it. And stolen by Richardson. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
The Heat have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
Say this about Richardson. He is a fearless player. There isn't an opponent who doesn't think he can dominate or a situation he can't take charge of. There is no back down in Michael Ray.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you.
Substitution.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Halliburton. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Boy, Halliburton going downhill on the attack. So few guys can stay in front of him.
The Heat leading by 9. And Tyrese Halliburton, one of the best offensive players in the league, Doris. He is so fun to watch.
Kev, this young man is special, and not only because of the flair and the skill as a passer, the shot-making ability. To me, it's the joy he brings to the game and how that joy lifts his teammates around him.
Here's Doherty.
Oh, good putback.
Good work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Really nice move there. Doherty has such a polished skill set. Makes it an easy conversion for him in the painted area.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Halliburton, no good.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Miller surveying the floor. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Here's Şengün. He has 5. Pass to McNice. Back to Şengün. Banked in off the glass. Şengün's got 7.
Let the big fella eat. Şengün just doing his thing down low.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to talk to his guys. is deciding to change it up. The Heat leading by 7. Rudy Gay on the wing. Here's Sampson. Nothing on the board. Doesn't go that time. Now, here is Halliburton. Down low. Here's Donaldson.
Always a threat to score. Banchero, that time with a sweet find.
Boy up on top.
What's up?
23 points in the game. Richardson gets a wide open look. Boom, he jams it.
Give me. I'm in the middle of a game. I'll call him at them. Then. What, you got to play him?
Finish. There's no such thing as gentle.
Yeah, put a message in the chat for him.
Michael Ray Richardson, his first, second team foul.
1:30 left to play here in the third. Makes it off the glass. Donaldson's got 4 this quarter.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Richardson outside. Over Halliburton. It's rebounded by Donaldson. Bounce pass, Halliburton. And the dump by McTice.
Yeah,
Why
this
did you do
offense
that?
is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now.
You
What
can't.
a run for this group.
You can take it off both of them?
The Heat with the lead.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Richardson right side. Pass to Sampson. Richardson outside. Shot clock at 6. Out to the right wing. Here's Sampson. And he banks in the layup.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Pass to Banchero. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Outside Roy. Wembanyama with it. He's covered by McDyess. They double team Wembanyama. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Out to Miller. Just 5 to shoot. Drills it from outside. Miller's got his first 3 points of the game. Here's King. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Miami Heat heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. The Heat leading by 7. Battier for 3. Good. And Miller gets the assist.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Back to Halliburton. Pass to Doherty. Outside for Halliburton. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Halliburton loves loves answering a challenge. A three made on one end means it's time for him to come back and answer.
Back to Wallace.
What?
6 on the shot clock.
What are you talking about? Yeah, oh, you'll win at 2K. I ain't forget about it.
Here's Roy. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Tula.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
What's the date on Tula?
Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease.
All right, I'll fix it after this game.
At the nail reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Competitive, selfless, and a high basketball IQ. Şengün with the traits every coach loves.
Miller outside. Pass to Sampson. And down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
It's been like this.
Yeah, I didn't know you could turn it off on both because I only saw it for one.
Having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
To the left wing. Here's Şengün. Got it. Good job in the low post.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Battier left side. Looking for Wallace. He gets it there. Pass to Sampson. Lays it up off the glass. Sampson's got 4 points in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Halliburton outside. Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's Lanier. Şengün with a wide open look. No good on the three. To the paint. Here's Wallace. Count that one. And now it's a 10-point Heat lead.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Donaldson.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Here's Richardson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Heat lead by 10.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lanier, no good. Battier outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Here's Maravich. Here's Leonard. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. A second chance effort. Here's Lanier. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Well, we're accustomed to seeing Kawhi as the finisher, not necessarily known as a passer, but boy, what a pass right there.
Here's Wembanyama.
Boy, doesn't get any easier than that. What a size advantage, and just goes to work.
And here's Maravich. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And here's Richardson outside. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
Well, after hitting one triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since. He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Miller outside. Over Banchero. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Miller's got the lead up to 12 now for the Heat.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead. I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
And we'll have a timeout called by Erik Spoelstra. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
During that break, Erik Spoelstra had some words for his team. Told them, pedal to the metal. Adding, we're ahead out here, but it's not over yet. Start celebrating in your head when there's work to be done on the floor. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Wembanyama getting it done inside.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
That bucket in no time at all.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Maravich with the steal. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. And that one is stuffed right through.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Pass to Roy. Clock at 6. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Cleveland ball.
For what?
The Cavaliers trail by 6.
They ain't try to shoot it. They made him shoot it.
Outside, Maravich. Pass to Leonard. Got it. And now they trail by just 4.
Showing no hesitation and in a huge moment. Kawhi wants the ball when they need a bucket.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Roy. Up and in on the layup. And the Heat lead by 6.
Oh, my. Showing up when it matters. Brandon Roy, no stranger to the big moment.
So it's Richardson with the jam.
Yeah, good game.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this
Mo.
point.
And
We'll
Roy,
see about
here
that,
we
Mo.
go. Pass to Gay.
Not at all.
Good ball movement here by the Heat. Roy can't hit. Off the mark. And so it's Miami winning this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Yeah. Yeah, the last album they put out went Diamond. Outkast. I don't know. I can't remember the name of the album though. No, that's the one they did together. The one they did together, the last album they did together. I can't remember the name of it. Can't remember the name of the song. Yeah, they did a separate. That's the one where they had two separate pictures. But the one I'm talking about, they had the picture with. Oh, it was a picture of them together in the same picture. I can't remember the name of the album though. Oh yeah, you was right, Kaiser. It was Speaker Box and The Love Below. That's the album that went Diamond.